All right, guys. Coach Laird coming at you with Toughness Tip of the Day. Toughness Tip of the Day today, we are going to say the title is People Are Going to Hate You. People will hate. You're going to have haters. We live in a time period where everybody has a voice. People can get on social media. They can run their mouths. They can say things and be keyboard warriors. And keyboard warrior is not a new thing. It used to be the internet back in the days and forums and, people making calls and, behind people's backs, anonymous tips, whatever you want to say. Here's the thing is if you want to be great at something, if you want to be great at life, whether you want to be an artist, an MLB baseball player, you want to become a CEO or something, maybe you want to create something, invent something, whatever it is, people are going to hate you. People are going to hate you for your aspirations. People are going to hate you and dislike you for your morals, your goals, like how you handle yourself, how you carry yourself. People are going to hate you just because of the way you look. I've experienced because of the way I look and how I act. People dislike me immediately from the get-go. People love me at the same time. You get that love-hate thing. It's something I've dealt with my entire life. Teachers looking at a jock and go, oh, this guy, man, just, some dumb jock. And all I did was get the best grades in the class. All I did was, dominate on every test I had to take, dominate in the field, dominate in life. And people don't like that mentality. People don't like people like that. I will never get along with average people. I will never be on the same page as average people. There's a reason why high goal, high oriented people, they don't hang out with those type of people, and I never will. And there's people that don't like coming at Laird's training. They don't want to train at Laird's training because I hold people accountable. I'm hard nosed. It's a high energy type atmosphere. If you don't work hard, we're going to boot you out. And people don't like that. People want to be coddled. Not all people. Obviously, certain people want to be coddled. Certain people want to be told they're great. And that's just not how we're going to do things. There's not very many people that I have met that know how to turn boys or turn young men into men. And that's something that I will say to the day I die, I do that better than anybody else. I teach people by example how to be men. I teach people and have uncomfortable conversations. I'm willing to have uncomfortable conversations. I have conversations with kids that I know they're going to hate me for. They're not going to like me about it, but it's something I know they need to do. Whether it's 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they're going to sit back and in a certain situation or trial and tribulation that they have in life, they're going to sit back and go, damn, Coach Laird was right. This is something he said to me. He ended up being right. And most people, that have the mentality that I have are high-oriented, have high goals, they are on the same page with me. The other people, the average people, they don't like it. And look at coaching for once. I also coach baseball, obviously, people that are listening to this. There are people that don't like my coaching style. There are people that hate my coaching style where I'm trying to correct kids and help kids. And there's people that look at me and go, oh, this big muscly guy, this intimidating guy, all he does is yell and scream. And the funny thing is I don't even yell and scream that often. I don't even yell very often. But just because I'm an intimidating person, people don't like it. And, at the end of the day, like, I could give two shits. And if you're a parent and you didn't like the way I coach, I don't care. It is what it is. Like, I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. I'm going to continue raising men and teaching people how to be men. I will never listen to people I wouldn't take advice from. And I could care less if somebody doesn't like the way I coach, doesn't like the way I do things, because I like the way I do things. And there's a lot of people that like the way I do things. And you're sitting there saying, well, did something happen? Yeah, of course. There's a couple of things that happened recently that kind of motivated this. And this is stuff I talk about all the time. Like, people will find any reason not to like you. If you rub them the wrong way, they'll make up and they'll say anything they want. And, specifically, like, people, like, back to the coaching thing, I rarely ever hear negative things. Like people come in and talk to me and saying they have a problem with me. But I hear rumors of people not liking the way I do things. And it just shows that they're cowards. They won't come up and have a conversation with me or talk to me like a man or like an adult if it's a female. And it just shows how people are. And most of the time when people don't like you, they won't talk to your face. They won't say it to your face because most people are cowards. And cowards talk about what they'll never do, period. And they say things, and it's easy to judge, be Monday morning quarterback about how you handle things and how you organize, how you lead things. But at the end of the day, leaders like me, we don't give a shit what you think. We don't care what you're going to say because we know what our goals are. We have our aspirations, and we're driven, and we're going to conquer those goals. And there was a kid that was talking to me the other day about how his buddies act weird or act different around him when they're around other people. And they kind of make fun of him because he reads and studies and works hard. And those are not the type of friends you want to be around. They're hating that person because he has aspirations and wants to be, they look at him and they're deflecting, just like other people do. They're deflecting, and what they hate about themselves, they're acting like they hate about that person because they don't want to put in the work of reading and studying and becoming great at something. That kid does. And that's a perfect example of you're not going to please everybody. And at the end of the day, you don't need to please everybody. The only person that you need to please and make sure you take care of is God. And you're like, oh, you're talking about God and you just cursed? Yes, I curse sometimes. I'm not a perfect person by any means. I make mistakes. But at the end of the day, God knows my heart. God knows what I think. God knows that I'm trying to make the world a better place, period. If you guys don't like it, hate all you want, haters. Latest Training, out.